Hello there. I decided to add this little clip after I filmed this whole workbook. I saw this little trick on Facebook and I thought how it would be so appropriate for what we've been studying. So you'll notice that it's in your book, but it's not numbered correctly. So that's why I'm starting at the beginning. I want to go to the ratio section. That's page 10. And then just scroll on over. I have the definition of a ratio. We did assignment 1. We talked about equivalent ratios. We did assignment 2, which was pretty long. And then you have this page that is not numbered. It's after page 15. And it's basically just the multiplication table. I went online, I found one of these, a free image, and I just downloaded it so that I can show you how you can use this to see equivalent ratios. So this is going to make, hopefully, a lot of sense after what you've seen with equivalent ratios. So the way this works is you look at really, this part is not relevant. I'm not going to be using that top part too much. What I want to look at, and let me actually make that very clear, that we're not using this top part. What we want to look at is right here. And you read these in rows just like you do any table, rows and columns. So the ratio 1 to 2, or 1/2. If you look out through here, let me do it this way. This gives you a whole row of equivalent ratios. So let's start with the 1/2. That's your lowest terms. That is equal to 2/4, which is equal to 3/6, which is equal to 4/8, 5/10, 6/12, 7/14, 8/16, 9/18, I'm running out of room, 10/20, 11/22, and 12/24. So you see how I've taken that yellow row and the blue row, and we've created a whole row of equivalent ratios. All of those are equal. They're just different forms of the same amount. So we can get a row of those. Let me do another one. There's no assignment or anything here. It's just a matter of showing you how this works. So I'm going to use this row as my top number and this row as my bottom number. Remember, ratios must always have a top and a bottom. So my base one is 11/12, which is equal to 22/24, 33/36, 44/48, 55/60, 66/72, 77/84, 88/96, 99/108, 110/120, 121/132, and 132/144. And this would continue on and on if the table continued. This is just a multiplication table through 12. So if you notice on this particular row Here's that bottom row, the 12s, and here's that green row. And then I can't remember which colors I used for blue and yellow. We had the yellow row here and the blue row here. So by using that times table, that multiplication table, you can generate a whole list of these equal equivalent ratios. So if you're ever in a class in college and your professor says, I want you to list as many equal ratios as you can in 30 seconds, you'll be the boss on that if you know how it relates to the times table. And it works for any two rows, consecutive rows here. So you could do the 7 and the 8, you could do the 4 and the 5. However you want to do those, that process will work. You can also skip rows. So if you wanted to do the 9 and the 11 row, you could do that, leave out the 10. So there's a lot of pattern stuff here in this table. It's also just handy to have a multiplication table on hand. If you don't know your times tables, and a lot of people don't, this is a handy thing to have. If you ever have to do any work with fractions without a calculator, this table can really be helpful. So again, I saw this little trick on Facebook and I thought this is perfect to illustrate what we're studying. So I wanted to come back and throw this little clip in there just to show you how that works. So hopefully you have learned something in this video. If not, it was just fun to watch, I hope. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.